Name is Trevor Gordon. I'm a community engagement and media relations specialist, passionate about fostering connections and amplifying voices. I have the opportunity to interview quarterfinalists that are part of something that's called Verse to Voice. Verse to Voice is Canada's premier singer-songwriting competition. The goal being to find amateur, talented singer-songwriters, showcase them, and allow them to network, perform, and compete for great prizes. The competition has been underway for the past month or so. Last week, actually, the quarterfinalists were announced. You can actually see all of the quarterfinalists by going to Verse to Voice on Instagram. I'm going to stop right now and give you that opportunity to go right now. Go on Instagram. Well, you're obviously on Instagram right now, but take a moment, go to Verse to Voice, Verse, the number 2, Voice. Give them a follow on Instagram. That's where you're going to see all of the quarterfinalists that are a part of Verse to Voice. So that's where you're going to get to know each of them. So, you're going to see their photo. You're going to see the song that they submitted. You're going to read a bio about them. You're going to see all their ways you can interact with them, their social media, where you can find their music. It's just a great way of learning all the quarterfinalists. So today we're actually speaking to one of the quarterfinalists. Today we're actually going to be speaking to Abby. So Abby, I just want to pull up her bio. Abby is a dedicated singer-songwriter whose music brings joy and happiness to her audience. Her impressive journey includes winning first prize at the Niagara Music Festival in 2019 with her rendition of Rise Up and securing first place at a singing talent competition in Barrie, Ontario in July 2022. She's performed at notable events like the St. Catharines Downtown Block Party and was a preliminary finalist at the CNE Rising Star competition. Recently, Abby won first prize at the Open Mic Canada competition at Italy Fest and was a finalist at the Ontario Singing Championship in 2024. Wow. Abby's talent has been showcased on various platforms, including Your TV Niagara's The Source, CHCH Morning Live, where she performed her original song, Forgive and Forget. She currently serves as one of the national anthem singers for the Welland Jackfish baseball team, adding her musical touch to local sporting events. Wow, what a bio. So let's invite Abby to the chat so we can have a conversation with her. Hello,
Hi,
how are
I'm
you?
good. How
Good,
are you?
thank you for doing this.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
The last part of your bio is that you're basically to add your musical touch to local sporting events. I'm a huge fan. I don't know if you can see the
Yeah,
background. I got some baseballs. I got some
yep.
sporting gear here. I have to ask you, what are we thinking? Toronto Blue Jays? Are you going to throw out the first pitch and sing the national anthem at a Blue Jays
Oh my
game?
God, I would love to do that. That'd be so funny. People have asked me if I plan on doing something like that, and I've said I would love to. So if they want to hit me up and call me and ask me to do that, I would totally do
Let's
that.
put this out in the world, put it on our vision boards. We need you at the Blue Jay game ASAP. That would be great. So I'm going to get right to it. Like, what was your first reaction when you found out that you were going to be a quarterfinalist for Verse to Voice?
I was actually at work because I'm 14, so I have like a summer job going. And my mom called me when I was on my lunch break, and I was sitting by the pool with my friend, and I found out because she called me and she told me I was a quarterfinalist. And I was shocked because I actually like her and we had submitted an application for it together, and I kind of didn't I knew what I was getting into, but I also didn't really know, like I wasn't like sure what to expect. So I was so excited when I found out that I moved on. And I really hope that I move on prior to this, but it's all for exposure, so I'm excited no matter what. But yeah.
And as we're talking, the chat room is getting flooded with comments. So I need to share them. I don't want to ignore. Leah writes, "Yes, we do." I think that's in reference to the Blue Jay, the pitch, the you singing at a Blue Jays game. Ruby writes, this girl is pure talent." Coco B says, "We love you, baby." My Ella says, "So much talent." Stacy, who I think, by the way, might be your mom.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll keep that on the down low. She writes, "You're an incredible talent, Abby." So that's awesome. What motivated you to be a part of Verse to Voice? I mean, just reading your bio, you've done a couple of
Yeah.
things in your young career. What got you in Verse?
Just the fact that like it really wanted to recognize songwriters. I think that's a big thing. Not just like singing, because there like so much talent comes from just songwriting in general, whether you sing or not. So putting it together and like creating your own music, I think is a really big thing that should be recognized. That's why I really resonated with this kind of talent search. So, yeah.
Did you have any fears or any hesitations about submitting to Verse to Voice?
No, I didn't. The only thing that like I think I was a bit wishy-washy is because I'm still in high school. I wasn't really keen on like posting like myself on like my Instagram because I don't really do that because I'm still like so young. But I decided to make a music account like um right after my video was submitted so that I feel because I felt like it was time for me to put myself out there more on.
That's awesome. And I know your parents are a big support and they help manage that Instagram account. So that gives you that extra
They do.
support as well.
Yeah.
Um, talk to me about the song that you did submit. Any
Yeah.
insight behind it?
The song that I submitted is called Forgive and Forget. I think I wrote it in November because I go to a performing arts high school. I go to Lower Secord, and I'm in their vocal program, and so I have to take a vocal class. And for my vocal class, we were doing this thing where it was called Free for All Friday, so you could kind of perform whatever you wanted, and it was for like a mark. And I decided I was going to write an original and perform it for that specifically. And I had something going on with like my one of my a friendship in my life, and I decided I was going to write about that and perform it. And all of my friends in my class, they loved the song and they gave me so much feedback on it. And I think it's definitely like one of my favorites that I've ever written. So that's why I decided to submit that one because I really connect with it. And a lot of my friends really like it. So yeah.
I smiled, and I think you know why I smiled.
Yeah, I think I do.
Laura Secord, your
Yeah.
mom messaged me just as I was prepping for this serious interview that I'm having with you, and she said, "Did you go to Laura Secord? Your teacher apparently went to school when I went there, and there's
Yes,
some sort of connection there."
yeah, he did. He's my
Well, we shout out to your is it piano teacher or
guitar.
guitar teacher?
Yeah.
Shout out to him. I'm gonna have to find a yearbook to find out who he
Yeah.
is. Shout out to Laura Secord. I'm glad that there's someone in this world that actually knows that Laura Secord is a high
Yeah.
school, not just a place where you get ice cream, right?
Exactly. That's actually true. Because
We
it's
have this now bond because I'm telling you, and your mom will know this. You tell anyone outside of St. Catharines that you went to Laura Secord, they look at you with this look.
yeah.
But
They're
shout
like I
out to Laura Secord. It's a really good school for drama and
it
theater. And you
is.
touched on a performance. I think we had something called air bands. I don't know,
We have a lot of bands going. We have like drumline. Like we have so much. I can't even name it, but we have a lot.
but air
It's great.
bands would be this thing where you got to lip sync and got to perform and mouth the words to certain songs. And it was just a different way of Talent Fridays and everything. But,
I have to bring.
anyways, but shout out to Laura Secord and to those that happen to be from Laura Secord watching this.
Yeah.
What inspired you to become a singer-songwriter?
Oh. Um. Definitely my favorite musicians. I love Adele. I like her vocals are incredible. Like she is ever since I was young, she's inspired me when it comes to like my singing. I've always wanted to be like her when it comes to like songs that are vocally challenging. I've always wanted to be able to sing her songs. And the first time I actually did was at my talent show when I think I was like in grade 2. It might have been like 2016, and I sang Someone Like You, and it was the first time I sang in front of an audience. and everyone loved it. And so after that, I really resonated with her and then wanted to listen to more of her music and connect with her. And then when it comes to songwriting, I love Taylor Swift. I don't know, that may be a cliche answer, but whatever. I love her. I think that her lyrics are amazing, and I've loved her since I was a kid because she always encourages her fans and people who listen to her music to, like, her number one thing is to just try and create your own art. And that really stuck with me when I was little, and I continued to do that as I started playing instruments. So those two artists are definitely my biggest inspiration, and obviously my family, they've also as well like inspired me and encouraged me to write my own stuff and continue with my music journey. So I would say them too.
Now, is Taylor Swift a new artist? I haven't heard of her.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
No,
No.
you're so good that you didn't even, not even for a half a second did you think I was serious. Wow, I couldn't even trick you. And your mom is shouting you out saying, "Can you believe that this girl is only 14 years old?" Stacy, or I don't even call you Stacy. I want to say, uh, mom, basically. I was just gonna ask your daughter, like, have you ever done television interviews before? I guess you did CHCH, but
Yeah.
you just seem like you've been doing TV appearances all your like forever. Like you're like a pro
Um,
at this.
I I I have done. I did Kojako, like I think it was called Source TV. I did that, and I sang Forgive and Forget on that. That was in, I want to say, April. They asked me on that, and that was a really good experience. And the video of that is on YouTube. But yeah, I did that. I did CHCH. I've done newspaper interviews twice. I did one for the CNE last year, and I did another one for, it's up here. I did another one. My mom has them printed up here. Oh, the other one was for the finals for the Open Mic Canada.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I've done those, and I just like to talk about in
But
general. So I feel,
but you're handling it well. It's not just that you're talking, and it's not just that you're excited. You're giving really great
thank
answers.
you.
What is a song you like that might surprise others? Like you've mentioned some of the artists that you
Yeah.
like, but is there sort of a certain song that even maybe your friends watching right now are probably like, really? Abby likes that song?
Um, my friends that are in the chat right now know like the most about me. They go to Secord with me, and like I love them. So this might not shock them. It definitely won't shock my one friend Stella because her and I love this song together. We love the band. But Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac is like, I love Fleetwood Mac. I love all of their music, but I love the song Gypsy. That song is just, it's so good. Like,
Oh yeah,
they're I don't know what they put in the song, but I can't stop listening to it. So
that's
yeah. I would
awesome. I think I've heard of Fleetwood Mac for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
What would you say to someone? Okay, right now you're talking to this thing called
Hmm.
the interweb. You're talking to 1,000,005 people besides your mom and
Yep.
besides Laura Secord friends.
Yeah.
What would you say to all these new people watching about your music? You're talking to new people that have never heard your music. What would you say to them?
I would say, first of all, I would just tell them that if they have any lingerings in themselves to, like, to even consider like writing their own music, they should do that because I use music as like a source, like an outlet. Like when I'm upset, I'll write a song, or I'll listen to music, or I'll go to the piano and I'll play whatever. I love to upload videos of me playing random songs on my private story on Snapchat because it's like an outlet. I feel like I'm like, I don't know, I just, yeah, that's the number one thing that I recommend people do if they have like any type of feeling towards music where they want to like express how they're feeling through it. But when it comes to like my songs, I recommend that they just follow my Instagram account and just follow my journey if they want to. And my mom's a YouTube. She has a lot of videos of me on there that they go way back. I think the video of me singing at the talent show may be on there. Like 2 years in a row, I think they're on there. So, but I have a lot of things going on this summer. I'm singing at um the downtown block party here in St. Catharines. I'm singing there again on July 27th, and I have like the poster of it on my account here. So if people want to come see that, they can come see that. I have like a 45-minute set going on, which is pretty good. It's like, I want to say eight to ten songs, and then Yeah, I'm hoping when I get older and I gain more experience, I could even have a Spotify account and stuff like that. But that just comes with time and with age. So, yeah.
Yeah, just to remind everyone watching, this person that we're chatting with, Abby, is only 14. I don't want to say only 14 years old. She's 14 years old. And the amount of talent, like just you reading your bio, it's unbelievable.
Thank
Everything you're sharing, you're awesome. And as you're chatting, some of the competitors, your quote unquote competitors, are watching and supporting you as we're having this conversation. Have you noticed that with this particular competition, the 20 plus other quarterfinalists that you're up against? Have you been seeing all the support that it seems to be that you're giving each other, you know?
Yes, I have noticed that because I have been to some competitions in the past where it really feels kind of like a sport and not really like a community. So I think that supporting one another is a very important thing when it comes to the arts in general because um, if you don't have support, like think about it, like your favorite artist, they wouldn't really have the platform they do without all of their followers and their supporters. So if we all support one another, then I think we all can make it pretty far. That's what I think. But I have noticed that this competition, everyone has been so supportive, and I think it's because we're all connected through song. I think that's like one of the main things that have brought everyone together. So
So again, I want to remind everyone, we are talking to Abby. She's one of the quarterfinalists. You can learn all about her and all the other quarterfinalists by going to Verse to Voice on Instagram. Verse, the number two, voice. Verse to Voice on Instagram. You're going to see all of the quarterfinalists. What you're going to see is you're going to see their photo. You're going to see the song that they submitted. You're going to see a really good bio about them, their Instagram handles, their potential Spotify, their YouTube, everything you need to know about them. And what I would encourage you to do is I want you to go on every one of those pages to hear the songs, write things underneath each of the posts. And what's been fun to watch for me on the outside looking in is that all these competitors are literally writing underneath each other's posts, giving love to each other. It's been really, really interesting to watch this. What do you, I guess, share with us all the ways to connect with you and your music? Like,
honestly, like what I said, like just following me and just my journey, and just supporting me and even the other artists who are in this competition, everyone is so talented. The songwriting like, is just, it's unbelievable. And I was watching the videos and they're just, everyone is so unique in their own way. So yeah, but if you want to support me, you can follow my account. You can even DM me and ask me, questions if you have them. I'm open to anything. Yeah.
final question is, what do you hope to achieve? You've achieved so much in your young career, but what do you hope to achieve from being a part of Verse to Voice?
I hope to gain experience. That is my main thing. And I think that you need experience to get better. And I also want feedback from like the judges and just people like without feedback, I feel like I can't improve my songwriting and my music journey. But I also really want to connect with other people, like the other songwriters. I would love to have conversations with them and talk to them about their journey and share our experiences. I think just being a part of the music community is something that I really am looking forward to through this competition and search.
I'm promising, I promised you and I promised everyone watching I was going to read some of these comments. I have to catch up here because they
Okay.
deserve it. Eve writes, it's unbelievable how much talent you have, Abby. Love you. Stella Rose and Silver Springs Live. I guess you have
Yeah.
support in Silver
Yeah.
Springs. Uh, uh, Emmeline Norm, yay, Abby. Stacy says, "Oh, you're awesome too, Trevor." Oh, well, thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. Julia writes, "B Crew is watching."
Yeah, that's who I work with.
Okay, and Chrissy writes, "Cheering you on, Abby. So talented." And again, your mom is writing, "Thank you, B Crew." And Gabby is writing, "Just go, Gabby, or go, Abby." Just you're getting a lot of support here. A lot of people watching the live, and I know a lot of people are going to be watching the re-record. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me. Thank you, Stacy, for being a huge help
Yeah.
behind the scenes with this
Thank
interview. Yeah.
you
Is
over
she
there.
close that she can say hi or?
She's in the living room.
Okay, well, thank you for your help with this interview, Stacy, and you're awesome. And shout out to St. Catherine's
Yeah.
and Laura Secord.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.